Magical Bat Music Festival. Once upon a time, in the vibrant city of Austin, Texas, there was a group of bats who loved nothing more than music. These weren't just any bats, they were the musical bats of Austin, famous throughout the animal kingdom for their incredible musical talents and the magical concerts they held in the depths of their cave. Every year, as the city buzzed with excitement for the upcoming music festivals, the musical bats decided to host their very own festival inside their vast and echoing cave. This festival was not only for bats, but for all the young creatures of Austin, from the tiniest ant to the fluffiest bunny. This particular year, the musical bats wanted to make their festival extra special because they had learned that children from across the city would be attending. To prepare, the leader of the bats, Maestro Flutter, called a meeting. "Dear friends," Maestro Flutter announced with a cheerful tone, "this year we must put on the grandest festival yet. We will call it the Tiny Toons Music Festival. It will be a delightful treat for all the little ones visiting us." Excitement rippled through the cave as the bats fluttered their wings in joy. The planning began at once. The bats decided on the lineup of performances. There would be rock bands with crickets chirping electric tunes, jazz ensembles led by cool cat frogs, and even a choir of nightingales to serenade the audience with lullabies. In the weeks leading up to the festival, the bats worked tirelessly. They decorated their cave with shimmering firefly lights and strands of colorful leaves and petals, transforming their home into a wonderland of sights and sounds. They practiced their numbers every night, perfecting their harmonies and rhythms. Finally, the day of the Tiny Toons Music Festival arrived. Little creatures and their families gathered at the entrance of the cave, wearing tiny festival badges made of bark and bloom. The bats welcomed each guest with a warm smile and a helpful guide through the cave, ensuring everyone felt safe and excited for the performances. The festival began with the cricket band, which played lively tunes that had everyone tapping their feet and clapping their paws. Then, the frog jazz ensemble took the stage, croaking out smooth melodies that echoed beautifully through the cave. The nightingales followed, their sweet songs floating softly around, making some of the little ones feel sleepy. Between the acts, the bats served delicious treats, nectar from the finest flowers and fruit juices that dripped down little chins with glee. The children played games, chased each other around, and laughed under the watchful eyes of their parents and the friendly bats. Maestro Flutter flew above, watching the joy his festival brought to the children. He felt his heart swell with pride. Not only were they providing entertainment, but they were also showing these young ones how magical music could be, how it could bring different creatures together in harmony and happiness. As the night drew to a close, Maestro Flutter took the stage. "Thank you one and all for coming to our Tiny Toons Music Festival. We hope you carry the music you heard tonight in your hearts, as you have carried joy into ours," he said. The children cheered, some fluttering little handmade flags, others shouting their thanks. As they exited the cave, each child received a tiny bat figurine, a souvenir crafted lovingly by the bats. Every year after, the musical bats continued to host the Tiny Toons Music Festival. It became a beloved tradition in Austin, eagerly anticipated by children and animals alike, a magical night where music danced freely and friendships blossomed in the glow of firefly lights under the watchful eyes of the musical bats of Austin.